Hi, so how is everyone doing today?
I'm coming on to say that I'm totally fed up. I'm sick of all the cruel, insensitive, slanderous accusations that are inundating the quote-unquote Christian YouTube community.
That's when this feeling came over me like a warm blanket.
I've thrown myself and drug others that I care about into this vicious pool of filth. And basically, this is cause and effect. I've done this. I'm going to take responsibility and say I've done this. Because if I hadn't made videos about the hypocrisy and the lying that all you people do out there, I'm not saying everyone does this in the Christian community. I'm saying the ones who do, and it is the main bulk of the Christian community. Now, I'm not saying that these people that I created videos against are right. They're absolutely wrong. They're dangerous. They're hurtful. They're liars. They're slanderers. They do not follow the book that they say that they literally follow, and they're too blinded by pride to see any of it. So I'm not saying that the people are right. Far from it. All the people that I did videos on
the thoughts of the
are
wrongdoers
and were
repulse the
very
eternal,
dangerous.
but kind
and
words are pure pleasure for
that's
him.
what I was trying to show.
27 Those who take illegal gains
I
injure
am
their
not
families,
surrendering.
but those
I
who
am
refuse
not
a bribe will
raising
live in
a white
peace.
flag.
28 The
But
right living think before they
after
speak,
much
but
contemplation,
wrongdoers simply spew
I've
evil.
recognized that
29
when
The
you go
eternal
swimming
stays far from the
with
wrongdoers,
those who
but he
feel
listens to the
that they're
prayer of the
elevated
right
above
living.
you,
30 Bright eyes and
and
a
that they're
cheerful
better than
expression
you,
bring joy to the heart,
then it makes yourself
and good news revives the spirit and renews health.
object
31
for you to
Those
go
who learn
swimming
from the
around
lessons
with those
of
people
life
who think that they're high and
will
mighty
join
and they're
the
better than
others who
you.
are wise.
When you go over and you
32
try to point
Those
at
who
them and say,
disregard
hey,
discipline
that's
sabotage
not right.
themselves,
You're
but
being
those who
a
are open to
hypocrite. You're not
correction gain
following your
understanding.
Bible, even though that's
33
what you say
Reverence
that
for the
you're all
eternal is the
about.
first lesson of
When you
wisdom,
do that to these
and
people,
humility always
they
precedes
flip
honor.
out. They flip out. Charlie Park videos. Yeah, so I took every exposed video that I've done, I've removed, because it doesn't matter. Actually, it's causing more harm than it is good. I found even though I have plucked a few people away, actually there's more people getting hurt by it than the people who are getting pulled away. So I have to weigh my options.
I knew, somehow, that I had to stay alive.
So basically a couple of people told me that I like to pit people against each other. My main thing is I just want people kind of walking in truth.
Somehow, I had to keep breathing, even though there was no reason to hope.
So when you see two people you're kind of getting to know, build a friendship with, they have different viewpoints, what's wrong with trying to get them to talk to each other, come to what is the truth?
And all my logic said that I would never see this place again.
Find out where one person may be wrong and the other person may be right. Yeah, it might be painful, but talking through that pain is actually where true growth begins.
So that's what I did. I stayed alive. I kept breathing. And then one day that logic was proven all wrong because the tide came in, gave me a sail.
So I guess I'm kind of at a confusing point as to how that it's pitting people against each other versus trying to get people to come to the truth.
And now here I am. I'm back. In Memphis, talking to you.
You just go ahead and help me to see that from your guys' perspective. It's basically what Galatians 6 tells us. If we see somebody caught in a sin, we should restore them gently. And then there's another verse that says, iron sharpens iron. But what you see, you don't see the iron sharpening iron. You see people like say one swipe with their katana. They say, well, it's sharpened. It's like, now you gotta kind of go over that. Metal's gotta grind against the metal many times. When things are being purified in the fire, it's not a nice experience. It's one that leads to a great result. And it seems like so many just want to stay away from that experience.
I have ice in my glass.
Some of the things I've seen people want to discuss are like the shape of the earth. I believe it's kind of laid out clear in the Message Bible, but we've seen at least one woman and then say it's one shape, then a guy says it's another shape. They're not talking to each other. We've seen one woman who's like, you can be possessed by a demon, and once saved always saves the doctrine of devils, but yet the gospel clearly says once saved always saved is the gospel. People are battling skin, it's their flesh versus their spirit, not a demon. Then we've seen another one, he's just like, let's take the worst people who claim to be Christian and categorize all Christians like that, and then say Jesus is a myth, when there's plenty of evidence to say that he's not a myth. See, I'm not seeing why these people can't just talk out their differences and get some unity. Where everyone's like, well, we have a different opinion, so we just gotta kind of shun each other.
And I've lost her all over again. I'm so sad that I don't have Kelly.
Doesn't that lead to like abandonment issues? Or does that lead to peace for you guys? Yeah, then we could also make it. The Eric Bischoff book, Controversy Creates Cash, did kind of have some influence early on in the mind, but you can say that cash is the root of all evil. You can also say that controversy helps people go, what? This is what we need to talk about.
But I'm so grateful that she was with me on that island. And I know what I have to do now. Gotta keep breathing.
It seems like a lot of people are like, well, you better believe the way I believe without question, or I'm going to abandon you. I mean, that seems like a cult. Like, people should be allowed to question, especially if they're wanting to change their belief structure. And just because they question, that shouldn't mean, oh, let's do instant abandonment. It should be like, hey, let's do a live stream. Let's talk this stuff out. So I'm not really sure why people don't want to get in the comments, go 20, 30 rounds on something, or try to schedule a live stream. Why so many seem to be comfortable just abandoned.
Because tomorrow the sun will rise. Who knows what the tide could bring?
It seems like, yeah, there's a fire when you've got two people disagreeing on doctrine, but that fire needs to be worked through, especially when salvation's at stake. But my other comment when I said, who cares about doctrine? Because if you haven't satisfied the person's first emotional needs, why are they going to care? It's like, there's a billion people trying to say, you need to believe this, you need to believe that. How you try to get to know the individual first. Or you're just like, yeah, let's mark everybody. How fast can we mark them?
It's not funny, Ed. Hey, shut up! Will you knock it off? Well, he started it. Look at you guys. No wonder we're dangling at the bottom of the food chain. Man, I hate dangling. Yeah? You know, if it weren't for those lions, we'd be running the joint. Yeah, man, I hate lions. So pushy. And hairy. And stinky. And man, are they ugly.
It's like, is that really what Jesus tells us to do? Is see how quick we mark each other the quickest? Or does he say, show your love to each other? So I'm just trying to get to the root of this issue. Yeah, I mean, yeah, doctrines of heaven are hellish, but so is the person's emotional needs at the moment. They need to know that they're not going to be abandoned just because they have a different philosophy than you do.